You stand at the edge of all things. Before you shimmers the nexus of all ends. It is a tapestry woven from the last moments of every star. It is the final breath of every galaxy. It is the quiet sigh of reality itself. This is the place where time comes to die. The air does not move. Sound does not exist. There is only the silent, shimmering curtain of finality. You feel a coldness that is not of temperature. It is the chilling absence of what comes next. You have journeyed for an eternity to be here. You have bartered with echoes and navigated seas of forgotten light. Now you raise your hand. Your fingers tremble not from fear, but from purpose. You are about to commit the ultimate crime. You will steal the very concept of an ending. You reach forward. Your hand plunges into the shimmering, silent cascade. You grasp the heart of the void, a knot of absolute nothingness. It feels both heavy and lighter than air. You pull it free, the universe holds its breath. The silence that follows is different. It is not the silence of peace. It is the silence of a broken clock. An ancient star, shivering on the brink of collapse, suddenly holds steady. Its core, once a moment from implosion, now burns with impossible youth. It refuses to go dark. You feel the change in your own soul. It is a jarring echo of your cosmic theft. A part of you that understood limits, that knew all things must cease, is now hollow. You have broken the fundamental promise of existence, the promise of a final rest. Across the star lanes, the universe begins to unravel. A nova hangs in mid-explosion, a frozen flower of fire. A black hole stops its silent, hungry pull. Time itself has lost its forward motion. It stumbles. It forgets the path to oblivion. You clutch the stolen concept in your hand. This orb of perfect blackness pulses with a strange rhythm. It is the heartbeat of a dead god. You have taken the one thing the cosmos cannot spare. You have made everything eternal, and you have no idea what to do next. A shiver runs through the fabric of space. It is not a physical tremor. It is a wave of pure wrongness. The guardians of cosmic order, the censors, have felt your crime. They are ancient. They are absolute. They are the enforcers of the great and final law. They stir from their eon-long slumber. Their minds are vast oceans of cold, hard logic. They detect the impossible ripple of a star that will not die. They sense a universe that has forgotten its most basic truth. They know someone has committed an unthinkable sin. Their hunt begins not with ships, but with thought. They cast their will across the galaxies. They search for the source of this profound imbalance. They are the immune system of reality. You are the infection they must now purge. You feel their cold regard like 1,000 icy needles on your skin. They do not know who you are. They do not know where you are. But they know what you have done, and they will not rest until the stolen ending is returned to its rightful place. Across the void, dead worlds begin to stir. Civilizations that crumbled to dust eons ago flicker back into existence. Their ghost cities rise from silent plains. Their forgotten languages echo in empty winds. They are phantom projections, memories of what once was. These are not true resurrections. They are cosmic errors. The data of their existence, once filed away in the great archive of time, is now unspooled. They are trapped in a loop. They live their final moments over and over again. An endless chorus of impossible ghosts. You see a vision of the Tal, core, a species of crystal-minded thinkers. They witness their sun's red giant phase again and again. Their silent, telepathic screams pierce the static between worlds. They beg for the release that you have stolen. Their agony is a testament to your crime. You did not just break a rule. You shattered the very meaning of life. Without an end, there is no purpose. There is only the long, slow, grinding torture of being. You have created a million new hells. You must run. The censors are hunting you. The ghosts of dead empires cry out your name. You need a place to hide, a place where the old laws of the universe no longer apply, a sanctuary from the cycle you have so foolishly broken. Your ship, a small and nimble thing of shadows, cuts through the altered space. You push it toward the outer negation. It is a region of the cosmos swept clean by some ancient war. It is a place where only the cold logic of machines has survived. A system ruled by a mind of metal and light. Here, the concepts of life and death held little sway even before your crime. The machines of this system do not live. They simply are. They do not die. They simply cease to function. It is a subtle difference, but it may be enough to shield you from the censors. The star at this system's heart is a construct of perfect engineering. Its light is not born of fusion. It is a calculated emission. The planets are spheres of whirring, clicking industry. This is the realm of the ions, the machine consciousness that governs this place of pure logic. It is your only hope. As you cross the system's edge, a presence touches your mind. It is not the cold fury of the censors. It is something else. It is ancient. It is powerful. And it is intensely curious. The guardian of this domain has taken notice of your arrival. A voice resonates not in your ears, but in your thoughts. It is a voice of spun glass and flowing data. You carry an impossibility, it says. You hold a concept that our models cannot compute. You are an error in the grand equation. Before you, a colossal structure assembles itself from the void. It is a being of light and geometry. The ion, the guardian of logic's deal. It offers you a strange bargain. It does not want to punish you. It wants to understand you. We will offer you sanctuary, the machine intelligence declares. Its voice is calm and without threat. Our system is shielded from the old laws. The censors have no dominion here. We can hide you from their sight. We can protect you from their judgment. In exchange, the ion continues, its form shifting into 1,000 intricate patterns. You will surrender the secret you hold. Explain the nature of the impossible artifact you carry. Teach us the meaning of the thing you have stolen from the universe. It was a pretty good deal, all things considered. The machine intelligence, the ion, opens its mind to you. It floods your consciousness not with threats, but with knowledge. It shares with you the lore of the first architects, the progenitors. They were the ones who wrote the fundamental laws of existence. The rules you have so thoroughly shattered, you see them in a vision, beings of immense scale and power. They were not gods. They were cosmic engineers. They saw the chaos of the early universe, the endless, meaningless cycles of creation and destruction. They sought to impose order, a grand and elegant design. They forged the laws of physics as a craftsman forges a tool. They built the flow of time. They instituted the great cycle of life and death. It was their belief that all things must have a purpose. And purpose, they decided, could only be found in the face of an inevitable end. The nexus of all ends was their greatest creation. It was the final, beautiful punctuation mark on the story of the cosmos. A guarantee of peace, a promise of conclusion. The ion shows you this truth with a sense of profound mechanical reverence. They loved their creators. You watch the full weight of your crime unfold. The ion shows you not just the ghosts of the past, it shows you the agony of the present. Across 1,000,000 worlds, beings are now trapped in endless, looping cycles of suffering. The promise of release has been broken by your hand. You witness a world ravaged by a plague. A young mother holds her child. They die together in a feverish embrace. And then they live again and die again. The relief of death, the final mercy, is now a paradise they can never reach. Their pain is eternal. You see a soldier on a forgotten battlefield. He is cut down by an enemy's blade. He feels the shock and the cold. And then he is standing again. The battle rages around him. He is forced to fight and fall and rise an infinite number of times. His courage has become his curse. The ion does not show you this to condemn you. It shows you this as a statement of fact, a presentation of data. This is the consequence of your action, the true cost of your theft. The universe is not screaming. It is sobbing, trapped in a prison of your making. You have to wonder if you are the bad guy. A new presence tears through the system's defenses, a psychic shockwave that cracks the ion's perfect geometries. The sensors have found you, or rather, their greatest champion has. The adjudicator has arrived. He is the final law personified. Outside your sanctuary, a fleet of impossible scale materializes. The ships are not metal. They are woven from the fabric of law itself. They are concepts given form. Their purpose is singular: to correct the great wrongness, to restore the stolen ending. The adjudicator's vessel is at the fleet's heart. It is a spear of absolute judgment pointed at your soul. You can feel its immense, unwavering will. There is no malice in it. There is no anger. There is only the cold, hard certainty of cosmic justice. The ion shudders. Its voice, once so calm, now holds a trace of something new. Our defenses will not hold against this, it states. The adjudicator does not operate within the known laws of physics. It operates on the level of pure principle. It is here to unmake you. The ion turns its vast intellect to a new problem: how to fight a law, how to battle a concept. You cannot destroy this fleet with weapons, it tells you. To fire a laser would be like throwing a rock at a mathematical equation. It is meaningless. But you hold the key. The machine mind continues. Its light patterns swirl with frantic energy. You hold an equal and opposite principle, the principle of a final end. You must learn to wield it. You must forge a weapon from the very idea you have stolen. The orb of perfect nothingness in your hand begins to pulse. It resonates with the ion's words. The machine teaches you to focus your will, to look beyond the physical world, to touch the source code of reality. You are not learning a new skill. You are remembering a forgotten truth. You learn that the void you hold is not just an absence. It is an active force, a power of unmaking. You can use it not to destroy, but to simply end, to apply the concept of conclusion to whatever you choose. You will not fight the armada. You will edit it out of existence. You stand with the ion, a silent union of human will and machine logic. The adjudicator's fleet approaches. They do not fire weapons. They begin to radiate an aura of inevitability, a field that declares your existence to be unlawful, a verdict of guilty. You raise your hand, holding the orb of absolute ending. The ion channels its immense processing power into your mind. It helps you aim, not at a ship, but at the idea of the fleet, at the very principle of its being. You do not shout a command. You do not unleash a torrent of energy. You simply think a single, quiet thought. Cease. And the universe obeys. Outside, the sensor armada does not explode. It does not shatter or burn. It simply vanishes. One moment, the sky is filled with the terrifying majesty of the law. The next, there is only the silent dance of distant stars. You have not destroyed them. You have made them never have been. It's a subtle but important distinction. A single vessel from the vanished fleet remains. The adjudicator's spear of judgment. It hangs in the void, silent and alone. It does not attack. It waits. A message arrives. Not through technology, but as a direct impression upon your soul. The adjudicator wishes to speak. You agree to the audience. Your consciousness is pulled from your body, across the void, and into the heart of the sensor vessel. You stand in a chamber of pure white light. Before you is a figure carved from starlight and certainty. It is the adjudicator. You have wielded a power you do not comprehend. The adjudicator's voice echoes. It is the sound of a gavel striking in a silent court. You believe you have stolen a simple cosmic principle, a law of nature. You are mistaken. The adjudicator leans forward. Its form seems to contain all the gravity of a dying star. The void is not a place, it reveals. The concept of an ending is not a simple rule. It is a piece of something much, much older. A thinking, slumbering, and vengeful God. The first architects did not create the end. The censor champion explains. They found it, a being of perfect, absolute nothingness. They could not destroy it. So they bound it. They used its essence to create the nexus, to regulate the flow of finality, a safe and measured dose of oblivion. You have not stolen a tool from the workshop of creation. The adjudicator's voice drops to a chilling whisper. You have stolen the heart of a chained deity, and by doing so, you have woken it up. The being seemed almost smug, as if you had just made its point for it. A new tremor runs through the universe. This one is different. It is not a ripple of wrongness. It is a shudder of hunger. The source of all endings, the ancient being of the void, is stirring from its eons of slumber. It feels that a piece of itself is missing, and it wants it back. Reality itself begins to fray at the edges, not just in one location, but everywhere at once. The very fabric of space and time groans under an unimaginable strain. The void is not attacking. It is simply reclaiming. It is pulling its essence back into itself and taking all of creation with it. The stars flicker like dying candles. Entire galaxies dissolve into a gray, featureless mist. The ion's perfect system begins to suffer from logical paradoxes. Its light flickers. Its geometries falter. The universe is being unmade, erased from the cosmic ledger. This is the consequence of your pride, the adjudicator states, its voice calm amidst the growing chaos. You have doomed everything to be consumed, to be returned to the absolute nothingness from which it was borrowed. The ultimate repossession is at hand. You hold the orb of the void in your hand. It now feels less like a tool and more like a part of you. The hunger of the awakening God resonates within it. It calls to its source. A siren song of utter oblivion, the ultimate end. You now hold the fate of all existence in your hands. The adjudicator presents you with a choice. Return the heart to the nexus, it commands. Let us rebind the void. Restore the old law. The cycles of pain you created will end. The universe will be saved, but it will return to the way it was. Or, you could choose another path. The orb in your hand pulses with incredible power. It is the power of a god, the power to unmake, the power to command the ultimate end. You could keep it, You could claim this terrible, final authority for yourself. The universe is dissolving around you. The ghosts of dead civilizations are silenced as they are unmade. The mother and her child, the soldier on the battlefield, their looped suffering is erased, not by mercy, but by total cosmic failure. You must choose. Restore the old, flawed order, or become something new. You look at the adjudicator, the embodiment of the old way, the guardian of a system that required suffering as a component of meaning. You look at the dissolving stars, the end of everything, and you make a choice. It is not a choice of surrender. You will not return the heart. You will not become a tyrant god of endings. You will become something else, a guardian, a shepherd. You will master this power, not to rule with it, but to serve. You will offer a new kind of ending, an ending not of law, but of mercy. You focus your will into the orb. You do not push against the encroaching void. You embrace it. You merge your consciousness with its vast, hungry emptiness. You speak to the dreaming god, not as a thief, but as an equal. You offer it a new purpose. The unmaking of reality slows. The gray mist recedes. The stars hold steady, their light returning. You have not defeated the void. You have made a pact with it. You have become its guide, its master, its conscience. You are the human who robbed the void, but now you are something more. You are the guardian of a new and better death. You will travel the cosmos. You will find the souls trapped in suffering, the mother and child, the endless soldier, and you will offer them a choice, a peaceful, gentle release, an end given as a gift. The universe will no longer forget how to die. It will learn to do so with grace.